Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. This is another video in a kind of series that we're doing about the modern techniques for building guitars in a factory versus the old school tools. You can break this down simply into stuff like CNC versus pin routers and old school machines. The idea is we're going to show you some of the ways that we do things, and if you want to look at the way that guitar manufacturing is done in modern factories, if you appreciate that stuff, Paul Reed Smith does a buttload of videos on that. Check him out. We do not have a CNC machine. We have the old school stuff, and we really like it. But it's not like, you know, CNC versus handmade. That's just silly. We have actual machines that do a lot of the work. They just happen to be stuff that was around back in the old days. And if you were around back in the old days, sorry if I offended you. Okay, today's video we're going to talk about speeds and feeds, which is an important topic regardless of the tool that you're using. Speeds and feeds is essentially how fast the tool bit is moving, and feeds are how fast you or the machine shoves the workpiece into that spinning bit. You could probably also make a case that speeds and feeds is important if you had like a hand plane or a saw. But that's a topic for another day, maybe. So today we're going to look at one area where the old school tools really excel, and that is my shaper with a pattern cutting bit. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Okay, I've made a handful of videos before about the shaper and the cutting head assembly that is on said shaper. Now, a shaper is not generally used to do pattern work, but it certainly can be pressed into service. The nice thing about it is this cutting head is 3 inches across and practically eliminates tear out in fancier woods or even just regular woods. And I've got a body here that's on a template, and you can see just how much material I have left in place here, so that you can see how quick a machine like this can plow through material. Okay guys, as always, I'm not recommending that you do this, especially if you have a table router. A table router is not the same thing as a shaper. For one thing, you can't really bog this shaper down. It's a 2 horsepower motor, but it's belt driven, and yeah, this thing is a beast. The cutting head is no joke, and you don't want to get sideways with it. You'll notice that I have attached paddles to my workpiece, and that way my hands aren't on the sides of the piece, just in case this thing gets squirrely on me. Okay guys, so now let's get all that safety shit out of the way so the safety Sallies can get busy typing and telling me I'm doing it wrong. The fact of the matter is that the shaper is a tool designed to remove a lot of material very quickly. It can be a very precise tool if set up properly, this is where the old school stuff will go much faster than CNC, simply because you got a 3-inch cutter instead of a 1/2-inch cutter, you know, making multiple passes. We're going to make one big pass with one big tool. And enough of the bullshit talk. Let me show you how it's done. I'm not even going to speed it up. I'm just going to do it. Alright, as you can see, we now have a nice smooth cut on the body, and we were able to get in everywhere except for the places that are tighter than the 3-inch cutter bit can get, and we'll smooth those out on my beloved pin router next. Okay, now I've got the same template on the body as I used on the shaper, and now I'm going to use my beloved pin router to get in these nooks and crannies that were too tight for the shaper blade to go. I'm only going to do right here, and it's going to go fast. Again, I'm going to do it in real time so you can see just how quick it can be. Okay, the astute observer will note that there is now this little extra nub that's been taken out of my body. Now, that is because my pin can be raised and lowered, and I have taken advantage of that attribute of the pin router by making a neck pocket in my template. So as you can see, we can make the neck pocket without actually taking the without taking the template off. And what happened was my pin wasn't up far enough, and it rode into there as I was coming out of the from that route there. Now it's no big deal because I still have to put a neck pocket in there, but you know, that's what's going on there. So dig it. My body is all good to go, and you know what? Hell with it. Let's just put the neck pocket in. So what you've just watched there is about 5 or 6 minutes of me taking this template and transferring the outside dimensions to this body blank as well as the neck pocket. So that is one way that the old school tools can work very effectively. Now we started this video off talking about speeds and feeds. The important thing is to make sure that you match your speeds and feeds to your tools, whether it's a hand plunge router or maybe not even a plunge router, a CNC machine or your pin router or shaper or even a hand tool. Something like sandpaper still has speeds and feeds. It's just much more forgiving than a high-speed cutting tool. Okay guys, so if you have any questions about what we did in this video, if you have any questions about speeds and feeds of any of the tools that I have, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you like content like this, you might want to go check out our Patreon page and think about being a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you cool stuff like this. The straight scoop for those of you who are interested. If you can't do Patreon, we totally understand it. Please share this video as many places as you can on Insta, Google, Twitface. And yeah, that actually helps us out a ton too. So until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I wanna play my guitar the only way